Dan, those flames were very hard, not just too long ago, but then now we've been having this big black cloud of smoke right now. So the flames we can't see right now. But so this is what this apartment building looks like right now. This is happening on on Raleigh Drive, I apologize, at the Hornbrook Estates Apartments, 2600 block exactly of Raleigh Drive on the southeast side of Evansville. They have been dumping just loads of water since we've been here for the past 30 minutes from the Evansville Fire Department. I also did just see the Red Cross. There are many people outside here just staring in awe of this. I mean, these flames were huge just about 10 minutes ago, and I could really feel the heat of the flames. But now this black cloud of smoke honestly is giving us a hard time just to breathe at this point. So a lot of activity going on here right now. I would definitely avoid this if you live in this area on Raleigh Drive. Haven't been able to speak to officials yet, but it looks like that a lot of people have been evacuated. And like I said, I'm seeing people even in their dress robes just staring at this, which means maybe they just woke up right away and immediately ran out hearing about the fire. But we'll keep you posted. I do know that there is the public information officer with Evansville Fire Department that is on his way here, so hopefully we'll learn more information. For now, live in Evansville, Hillary Simon, 14 News.
Hillary Simon is on scene this morning. And Hillary, are you still seeing any flames there?
Aaron, I am not really seeing much of flames right now. It's a lot of smoke in the area. You can see a lot of water that is being dumped as we speak. We've still got many firefighters out here right now with the Evansville Fire Department battling this fire, but I can smell the smoke. I can actually see a glow on the other side, so I think that there are still flames going on right now. Very hard to breathe in this area. I would definitely avoid it, and you can at this apartment complex. I've got a resident with me who just lives right up there on the 3rd floor. Trey with me. So kind of explain what you saw this morning.
It was about 4:30 or 5, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I could smell smoke. I heard the fire alarms going off. So I opened my bedroom door, and smoke was everywhere. So I grabbed my keys, my wallet, my phone, got out.
You didn't even have time to put on a shirt?
I didn't even have time to get a shirt. So
what did you see from other people? Did you wake up anybody else, or?
Whenever I got out, I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. I mean, it was that bad. So I saw 2 firemen, one coming up the stairs and one was right in front of my door. But I just jumped right over them and got out.
I guess going through your head, I mean, your belongings and stuff. Do you have any pets inside or anything?
No pets, but everything I have is gone. So.
And what are other residents saying to you?
I haven't talked to them. I mean, besides people that live here, I haven't talked to them.
Okay, thanks, Trey. And we're going to be following up more with officials to find out exactly what's going on. But we are hearing that this whole building has been evacuated now. But as I've been talking, though, the smoke is very thick in this area, very hard to breathe. And I believe there still are flames going on. I imagine firefighters will be here for some time. We'll let you know if we hear anything more. We expect an official to come and start speaking to us pretty soon. So for now, live in Evansville, Hillary Simon, 14 News.
All right, an update and some new information with Public Information Officer Dan Grimm. Hillary?
Dan, I do have Public Information Officer Dan Grimm with me this morning to kind of explain about this fire that started just a little bit after 5 this morning. We heard everybody has been evacuated and there were no injuries of anybody who lived inside or firefighters. So that's good news to hear. But I've got Dan Grimm with me to kind of explain what we know so far, obviously very early in the investigation.
Yes, the investigators are on scene. It got a good head start, unfortunately, and as you can tell, the most damage is on the top floor near this end of the building, so that's where the investigation will be focused.
Right, so you said that area up there, that's where you guys can tell that the fire started on the 3rd floor?
Well, that's where the investigation will start, because that's where the most fire damage is, so that's the most probable area where the fire started.
What was the most difficult part for firefighters this morning?
I haven't got a full briefing with the incident commander yet because he's been a little busy, obviously, but he did tell me that they went defensive within about 10 to 15 minutes, which means they pulled everybody out of the building because the fire was so large and started attacking it from the outside.
And you're explaining to me that even though it looks like the damage, most of it is on the top floor, the bottom floor is going to see damage as well.
Oh, yeah. I feel for the dozen or so people because water goes down and all those apartments are probably going to have some water damage, if not some smoke damage as well.
And in terms of these people getting back to their place, I mean, what are the chances of them even being able to live back in this home?
Way too early to make that type of judgment. I know Red Cross is on scene and they'll be reaching out to the occupants. The apartment management, we haven't talked to them yet, and we'll see what type of arrangements they possibly can make also.
And how long do you guys expect to still be on scene?
We'll probably be here several hours doing what we call mop-up or overhauls. You can see most of the flames are already out, and we're about ready to get in and actually with the axes and tools we have just to search for the hidden fire, make sure we have it all out.
And how long did it take for them to finally get the fire under control?
I think it was burning for about an hour and 20 minutes to this point, maybe a little longer.
And that's, I would assume, hard with an apartment complex, especially because it just swipes over, as you were saying.
Yeah, it started in, once it got into the roof area, it ran the roof, we call it, and went all the way down to the other end of the building. So that'll be something the investigators looking at also. Why did the fire make that direction of travel? And they'll be here probably most of the day, if not most of the week, trying to figure this out.
Okay, Dan Grimm, thank you so much. And like I had just shared before, we've heard that there are no injuries from firefighters or residents, but firefighters will be out here for several hours cleaning up the scene. Live in Evansville, Hillary Simon, 14 News.
Everyone is safe after that fire, and the residents we've heard from are crediting a neighbor who alerted them to the fire.
I don't see myself as a hero, you know. I just see myself doing something that anybody else would do, you know, get people out of a building, a burning building.
Hillary Simon spoke to a man who woke up to those flames outside his apartment, but in a time of panic, he still made sure to help others.
The warning rang around Building E of the Hornbrook Estates apartment complex in Evansville. Flames shooting through the roof, traveling from one end to the other. While many were still sound asleep, but not Rashid Hines.
I woke up at 5-something in the morning to alarms going off, and there was smoke everywhere. I really couldn't see anything.
Rashid lives on the 3rd floor where the fire started. He says he saw the fire right from his balcony and immediately went into panic mode.
I tried to take the fire extinguisher and try to put out some of the fire that was in the front near the balcony, and the glass fell in and the flames started coming out, so I was like, I gotta get out.
But not before thinking of others.
I started knocking on the doors on the way down, and I was just yelling, fire, fire, get out the building, get out the building.
Rashid, his wife, and 1-year-old son, along with everyone else in the building, made it out safe. He says he did it without even thinking.
It's just, my nature was just to try to save people. I wasn't really worried about my things until I got out of here, outside, and then I started realizing that the fire wasn't going out.
Rashid says he doesn't see himself as a hero because he believes anyone would do the same.
I just did my best to try to save people. That's all I know. The Lord told me to do it, so I did it.
And the Red Cross is helping out anybody who lived in this complex that needs assistance. In Evansville, Hillary Simon, 14 News.